Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Buddies on Buddies. I'm Kenny Lane. Where's Lucas? Oh,
I'm Lucas Hill.
that was very dramatic. Good job.
Well, we're a film podcast. So I thought we could use a little cinematic flair.
Mm, that's good effort. We don't really put any effort in the show. I like to see that. That's
We
good.
do not. And it's not our fault. We're
Yeah,
just
it is. It's our show.
oh, right, it is our fault. Fuck, I was trying to blame my wife, Mary.
Yeah, not this time, unfortunately.
I'll get her next time.
I was thinking about people that have successful podcasts and not just the people that are already famous. But now we've been doing this, what, 4 years, something like that? We don't really have an audience. Well, we have our 70 very loyal subscribers that we love.
Mhm.
But I was wondering, like,
I don't love
if
them.
you don't love them, okay, fair enough. I love you guys. I'm the nice cop. Anyway,
Not what he says when the camera's not rolling.
quiet you. Anyway, um, now if we just like did have jobs and we had money just to like push at YouTube and have us be put in algorithms and stay work on the thumbnails and do all stuff, do you think we'd have more viewers if we just had all the time and money in the world?
Kenny, you and I barely have jobs as it is. If we cared, we would get it done. It's not like we're ER doctors. It's not the pit. We're not
Yeah,
coming home going, God damn, I need a drink and go to bed because I get right back out there tomorrow morning.
yeah, we've always been kind of minimal effort. I remember when we were writers in LA. We wrote 5 pages. Let's party. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah, we just don't work hard enough. Our passion's not in it. Here's the thing. I
Yeah,
think that we have a passion for life
yeah. There
and we
you
like
go.
to create stuff. We're still artists. We're smart, creative people.
Hmm.
Well, that's a lot of work when I can just enjoy life, you know?
Yeah, yeah. When you have a lust for life, you can't be bothered by
Yeah.
stuff like career and making good
Health
money,
health insurance, like
401ks.
yeah, dork alert.
Sorry, nerd. I was too busy getting fucked up on the golf course. Ha ha! Enjoy your decent car.
Anyway, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Today, we are covering the 1988 Universal Pictures release, Midnight Run, directed by Martin Brest, starring Robert De Niro and Charles Grodin.
Great. And we're gonna dig our teeth and claws deep into that. And I can't wait to taste its blood. But before that, is there anything you watched that you want to talk about beforehand?
Yeah, I did see. I saw. Well, it came out last year, but Darren Aronofsky's that movie Caught Stealing. Do you see that yet?
I haven't seen that. I've heard it was a good time, but what'd you
Yeah, you should see it. It's kind of a throwback to like '90s movies, like Go or Run Lola Run kind of thing. But
It's
it was
kind of
funny.
out of his wheelhouse, right? He doesn't
Yeah,
know.
it's much more probably his most mainstream movie since The Wrestler. Way more mainstream than something like Mother or something like that. But I liked it. I thought it was good. It was it was most entertaining movies. It was very '90s. It takes place in the '90s, but I
Hmm.
thought also that was a good tool for the writer because a lot of like thrillers, cell phones fucked everything up for a lot of shit. Like, why didn't you call the cops? Why didn't you go here, go there? Like back in the '90s, not everyone had a cell phone on them, so that was kind of clever. I thought.
Well, it's funny. I read a lot of screenplays, and especially horror. They always have to find a way to cut the cell phone out of it. We
Yeah,
don't get reception up here. All our
uh-huh.
cell phones broke in the water. Like there's always some arbitrary
Throw
reason.
in that line.
And I would just, if you're a screenwriter out there, incorporate the cell phones, make them work, and have
Yeah,
this horror live regardless if their cell phones work or not. It'll
yeah,
be much more realistic and probably scarier. I don't know.
yeah. Or yeah, work harder. Right,
Work
make
a
it more.
little harder. Yeah. Oh,
Um,
my EMT grenade grew off. All our shit's dead. Why'd you bring an EMT grenade? I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know. Anyway, sorry.
anyway, what's an EMT grenade?
It kills all electronics to a certain radius.
Oh, there you go. I know
Yeah.
that. Wait, but there is a couple of shots in Caught Stealing where I was like, how did they get this? Oh, this is AI. It's an AI
Oh,
piece.
did he use AI?
Yeah, yeah. I'm almost positive. There's a couple of things where and he's talked about, oh yeah, AI is the future and shit. So yeah, I think there was, and also like Netflix just said like 300 of their shows currently are using
Yeah.
AI. What do you think about the whole AI usage in film?
Uh, I mean, as a tool that you don't detect,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Like but I'm pretty anti AI. I'm just gonna start there, stand there, and I. The thing is, AI works. It's like CGI. You know, when great directors like Fincher uses a lot of CGI. Have you noticed any of it?
Mm-hmm.
No,
No,
because he does it
yeah,
to fill in like the physical things, but when you have a whole AI thing, it's gonna suck. Just like CGI sucks when it's all CGI. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's not ready for prime time. They AI should have been this tool they use in filmmaking
mm-hmm.
before we even knew about it, you know? And then they want to made a big deal out of it, but these companies want to make their money off it like so much. They're like AI, 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 AI. But this shit should have been incorporated already, and probably maybe a little bit was. I don't know. It's just a shit show because they brought it to the party well before they put lipstick on that pig. That's all.
Okay, that was a good take. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Well, AI. I mean, I figure they already do stuff like they said CGI and stock footage and shit like that. There's plenty
Yeah.
of cheats they already use. So yeah, if you want to throw in some AI, that was a cool. There were cool shots and stuff too. I was like, how do they do this? Oh yeah. But so I'm not against just sprinkling it in and stuff, but I really do think that like film major, real filmmaking should have you should feel like the person's behind there. There
Yeah,
should be
it's got to.
something
Well,
a
look at
director.
Odyssey. Look at Odyssey. Like he
Yeah,
special effects, but they're really minor, and he focuses on the physical.
but
Like
every
it's
all the
great.
like
Like
yeah, Nolan, John Carpenter, Scorsese, there should be a little sliver of a person there that's showing their kind of, aesthetic or something about them. So for if something was just completely written and made like a full length feature film, everything AI, I don't know. We'll have to see, I guess.
it's not going to work. A full AI movie, the AI slop. The human brain is so fast and computes so well. Like it's just like with when it's all CGI bullshit. Like there's no weight to anything. You
Yeah.
don't care about it. Whereas Jurassic Park, where it used it sparingly, it's you
Mhm.
still feel the weight of that. Anyway, I'm not saying anything no one already knows or has debated a million times, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm firmly on the side of fuck it, use it sparingly, and then
Yeah.
they just let it out of the gates way too soon
Yeah.
to make a quarterly profit.
I remember it was probably like 15 years ago. The big debate was like people shooting on digital, not film. What?
Yeah.
Oh my! Like, what does this mean? I'm not doing that. And then of course now everybody shoots on fucking digital. No one besides like Nolan and Tarantino and a very few others.
And it could be the same thing. It's just I've seen what AI creates and I'm not interested so far.
Yeah,
But 15 years from now, it might be the most insane thing ever. And then it's a whole different argument. So
yeah.
back to what I've seen. Have
Sure. What do you see?
you seen The Furious?
No, I haven't
The
seen the
new
Furious.
martial arts movie.
No,
People
I
are
saw
saying,
you. Yeah, Letterbox. You put it up there. Yeah.
yeah, it's like Letterbox trade me faces. Letterbox is in the corner there. I need more followers. No one likes me. Um, it's really fucking cool. But people are saying it's like the best martial arts movies in the last 10 years.
Uh,
And I had trouble agreeing with that. It does have an all-timer finale with two versus one, which was so cool. But all
uh,
the fights took place, or most of them, I should say, in like hallways and warehouses and stuff. I'm like, this isn't. I don't know if you ever seen Ong Bak or any of his movies. They're like
yeah.
outside and vibrant, and the sun's shining, and like.
Uh,
But anyway, badass movie all the same. Don't get me wrong. It's just the
right.
expectations were maybe a
You
little.
would put up there like Oing Bak or Ip Man or some of like the classics of the 21st century. You wouldn't put this new one up there with them.
No, and even I would put it up there with maybe the original Raid, not even Raid 2. Even Raid 2, they're
Mhm.
outside driving car and you like it's still a really cool movie. Highly suggest it.
Mhm.
It's fucking cool as hell. But yeah, it doesn't live up to for me the hype and I'm in the minority.
I do. It does kind of. I do notice when everything's a soundstage, everything's a set. Like they never didn't shoot anything else. Everything was very controlled. That I noticed that too.
Yeah, but that's the one I wanted to talk about. Now let's really get into the guts of this one.
Okay.
All right, let's rip
All
out
right.
the
Do it.
organs. Let's eat the liver, and
All right.
let's
Well, do you want to give the plot of Midnight Run?
yeah. So Midnight Run is about an ex-cop
Mhm.
who takes a job. He's a bounty hunter to take a bond dodger. Is that what they're called? Kenny, you're a bond dodger. What do you call
I'll get some insight into this. Yeah.
them?
Well, apparently so this guy stole, I don't know how
Whoa, whoa,
dense,
whoa, whoa,
how
whoa,
deep
whoa,
we
whoa.
get
I
into the
was just
plot
looking
here.
for the
Yeah.
name. I'm going to do the plot. Are they called bond dodgers? Like, what would you call yourself?
Bond skipper.
Yeah, bond skipper.
Yeah.
So he has to find this bond skipper who's wanted by the FBI, the mafia, and he has to bring him back by a certain amount of time. He has to go across country to do it. And all these factions are going up against him. And then they form a friendship along the way.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Midnight Run.
Midnight Run.
So I texted you because when it started, I was like, I've seen this movie. I had to have seen this movie not that long ago. Like,
Mhm.
because, and then I texted you, I was like, we've already done Midnight Run. We've already done this, but we did
Mhm.
Midnight Runners. Check that
Yeah.
out. It's in our playlist. That was a Korean movie about chicks.
You didn't like that much. And it wasn't about chicks either.
It wasn't? Okay.
No, you have no idea what you're talking about.
I did see her, the length was like 25 minutes. I was like, that isn't a long video at all, even for,
No.
but I can't believe we haven't done this yet because I'll give my initial thoughts. How about I'll do
Sure.
that?
What'd you think? What'd you think of Midnight Run overall?
It is one of the best buddy action comedies of all time. It's up
Mhm.
there. It's an argument. Someone said it's the best, I couldn't argue with them, you know. What did you think?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say this is like a good buddy action comedy. I think it's a fucking great. I think it's one of my favorite movies. I think this is probably the high benchmark for buddy action comedy movies. I mean, yeah, I love this movie.
Yeah, it's hard to argue. First of all, to get De Niro to play
Mhm.
this part and to have him play off Grodin, Charles Grodin, who I
Mhm.
love. Again, Heartbreak Kid, the original, it's on YouTube. Highly suggest it. He's
Mhm.
fucking phenomenal in that. Just what a mix. And Grodin doesn't even do a lot for a lot of the
Yeah,
movie.
he's like playing himself basically.
It's like, I don't know. But yeah, phenomenal. Do you just want to get into the notes or do you have anything else you want to say before we dive in?
I mean, yeah, well, overall, kind of just general, like, I think it's one of those where, like, kind of everything works. I think it's a good script by George Gallo. I think he worked with Martin Brest on it. And I think it's just the cast. Everybody's good in the cast. There's not a lot of fat on this movie as far as like scenes wasted, things going. Everything kind of clicks, and I think it really, yeah. I don't know. I see this movie every 5 years or so, and it always delivers.
Just talking about lack of fat, and I read a lot of screenplays
Mhm.
that take too long to get to their fucking point.
Yeah.
Within the first 15 minutes, they establish the premise, the
Hmm.
rival bounty hunter,
Hmm.
the FBI, the mobsters all looking for Charles Grodin's character,
Yeah.
and they're all in De Niro's tail, and then he's in New York. All
Yeah.
within 15 minutes. They establish all that seamlessly. None of it feels like forced in. It's all natural. And what's great about that is they get into it, and then the story's allowed to live in its premise
Hmm.
the rest of the time, and then it takes its time.
Yeah. Well,
It's just phenomenal.
yeah. Scene in the opening when De Niro and Joey Pants, who's like his bail bondsman guy, works for, where they're in that LA market, and where Joey Pants is basically he's basically doing a big exposition dump, but it doesn't feel like it because the writing and his performance are so good. A lot of times that really stands out when people are doing an exposition dump. Like you got to go here, you got to go there. It does feel like he's just telling him what's up, or they're just having a conversation. But like you said, everything gets basically so much gets set up in just that scene. It doesn't feel forced or contrived. It's crazy.
It's just young screenwriters do that. Like get everything out in the first 10 to 15 pages. You have
Yeah.
to wait. You do not have to wait. I love the mobster lackeys, the two mobster lackeys.
Yeah, more on one, more on two.
Yeah, and they're throughout the entire movie. My favorite part is when he's on the phone with the boss and they just lost him
Uh-huh.
and their lives on the line. Basically, their lives are
Yeah.
on the lines. And the other guy, he's on the phone. The other guy's like,
Shadow
shadow
boxing him.
boxing. He's like, I can't. And then when he gets off the phone, he's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
That was so funny to me. Like, I don't know. I doubt that's written. I'm sure it's just the characters and the director coming up with it
Yeah.
in rehearsals or whatever. It's so funny to me.
Yeah. Well, and Dennis Farina, I mean, as the mob boss, like he hadn't really done very much before that. He was a Chicago cop. And then he did like had a part on a Michael Mann movies, the little parts. But this is like his first big role.
Oh,
I think
really? I didn't know that.
he fucking nails the villain. I thought his character's great.
Yeah, he's got that cockiness, and also you believe that he is dangerous. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, another one, another part. I like this line. Just Charles Grodin again doesn't have a lot to do, but when he does shine, it's like, oh, that's why. Plus his
Yeah.
chemistry with De Niro is off the charts. Like
Yeah.
their chemistry is so good.
Yeah.
But they get in the crash with the helicopter after the big helicopter chase
Yeah.
scene, one of the biggest action sequence. And De
Uh-huh.
Niro asks, he's like, "Are you okay?" And Gordon goes, "Yeah, I'm enjoying it."
Yeah. There's a lot of little throwaways that Grodin did that made me laugh. Which, well, also too when he's like trying to run after the train and jump on after he just did the whole exchange. I promise, let me go, and then De Niro double crosses him or whatever. And just Grodin's face, he goes, "Hey Jack, promise to let me go," and then swipes the door shut. Like I thought that was so funny.
All cocky because we know that De Niro's going to catch him again.
Right? Yeah.
And also his being a pilot is great. You
Gets me every time.
you think like, oh, he's like freaking out because he's on the plane, and then later on he's literally flying a plane because he's a pilot. Like
Are
there are a
you a
lot of
fucking pilot?
there's a lot of ways to show he was lying about that, but to cut to him in the plane and
Yeah.
and he's like all cocky again. Um, what the fuck does that note mean? They act like Serrano being the heroine. Oh yeah, they talk about like he talks about his past and he's talking about Serrano, which is the Ferrera character.
Yeah. Farina. Yeah.
Farina character fucked over his life, and he's talking about some heroin dealer he met in Chicago.
Yeah.
And then later, like, wait a minute, you mean Serrano was the heroin dealer you were talking about? It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Why are they acting like that's some big reveal?
Well, I guess it was because like Grodin, that's the mob boss that he was kind of fucking over,
Yeah,
and I guess he didn't really know that De Niro was like that was the guy that was paying off the cops that set him up,
right. But from
Chicago.
an audience perspective, it makes it seem like the audience is supposed to be surprised by that information.
Yeah, I guess everyone would have made that connection earlier, especially when like I think they even said Joey Pants, says like you have some history of Serrano too, like at the opening scene. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Anyway, that kind of bothered me. Also, Charles Grodin reminded me uncomfortably like my wife Mary. Uh,
Grodin, how?
well, he's afraid of everything.
Huh?
His argument tactics, where he's like, "You lied to me first." Like, no, you lied to me first, and then he's like,
Yeah,
"Well, no, the first time I lied to you, you didn't know I was lying to me.
like
So you're the first one to knowingly lie to me."
yeah, that actually makes sense to me. Actually, is like you lied to me first, as far as you knew. you know?
Well, you both deserve a place in hell.
Okay.
When they go to Flagstaff, it was nuts because literally in late May we went to Flagstaff, and that was
Yeah.
literally we parked right at that train station.
Uh huh.
And where they when they go to Flagstaff, and there's like a downtown area and bar, and we walked around that train station and did a little small bar hopping, waiting for
Yeah.
a hotel room to open up. So it was wild to see like that exact location. It was
Yeah. Well, that's what I kind of love about these old movies, just like seeing that they're actually on location in all these different places. Like, obviously, maybe they didn't go to everywhere, but someone was talking about, I think it was that Anthony Michael Hall was on site talking about the original Vacation movie. So the crazy thing about that movie is like we actually did that
The
trip.
road trip. Yeah.
The whole crew did that road trip. So we were shooting. Those are all on location: Grand Canyon, St. Louis, Magic Mountain. Like, so I think this one too. It's like they're shooting in like Arizona and New York, Chicago, whatever, L.A. So they are all over. You can tell. So that like adds to it.
Yeah, they don't do that. I guess
They
just
wouldn't do
too
that anymore. I
expensive
think just
now.
get a green screen and just fucking yeah.
Well, it's not even that. It's like local governments are like, oh, well, you have to pay us this amount of money, like
Right.
I don't know. Okay, so he's chasing this guy. He wants his payout, De Niro, but he's willing to steal and impersonate an FBI officer who knows he's going to do that. He even steals the FBI officer's car.
Uh huh.
Like,
And
what
some of
kind
that's
of what kind of payout are you going to get if you're in prison? Like,
yeah.
that was a leap in logic for me.
There's a few leaps in logic. Not well, okay. Like, can I talk about some of the flaws in this movie? Even though I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
this movie,
I just said, yeah, I love it too. I said
yeah,
a flaw.
there are a few leaps of faith, especially with the De Niro the CD. I got these CDs, and
Yeah.
you need them or else, and they just go for it. It would be like you're fucking full of shit. Fuck you, you know. And then there's also I think Adam, what's his name? One of those the guys from
Driver.
Severance.
Scott, Adam Scott.
I'm Scott. Yeah, this is like one of his favorite movies. He described this as a punch out movie, and it totally is a punch out movie.
Yeah, I have my note.
Punch
There's
out,
more people getting knocked out from punches than I've ever
yeah,
seen, maybe.
kind of love it, but like, yeah, there is so many like, I mean, it's a running gag with De Niro and the guy from Beverly Hills Cop. Like look out, and then boom, like the 10-minute nap, of course, But I still, it's kind of part of it. I still like it, love it, yeah.
I also like he does have that move where he tells him to look out, but also the guy from Beverly Hills Cop, we don't know his name. Great actor, love
Ron
to see him in
Aston, I think is his name, maybe, yeah. He
I'm
died
sure
like
you.
last year, I think.
Oh no. From
Yeah,
what?
I don't know, cancer or something.
Oh.
All right. Anyway, just fun fact for you.
But he also had a cool move that he used multiple times where he
Yeah.
opens up the car door to knock people out.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good
Like, I
one.
love how they both have their moves.
Signature move. Yeah. And he's like, I think that's him. And boom.
I love that. And then, yeah. Also, I meant to look this up before we did this, but it's in a lot of older movies. I remember I did a play of You Can't Take It With You when I was in middle school, and my character had an ulcer, and I didn't know what an ulcer was. And he has an ulcer.
Yeah.
What are ulcers? Where did they
I think
go?
they're like little holes that form in your stomach.
But why don't more people have them?
I don't know. I think they're stress related cause or something. I think you can get them like a lot of things without stress, but they're like, yeah, it's like they're kind of like little holes that form in your fucking like, and they're really painful.
Yeah, it's a sore in the skin or mucous membrane that occurs when the top layer of the tissue has eroded. Don't
Yeah.
want that. So what happened to ulcers?
What happened
What?
to them? Like, why don't people get them anymore? I
Yeah,
think they do.
exactly. Why don't? Yeah, but they used to get them all the time.
Huh.
Well, movies used to talk about them all the time. Shows did. They would
Like
drink.
Elsa. Well, it could be. I don't know. Maybe people lived harder lives back then, more stressed out. I don't know.
I don't know. There's an NPR article. I'm not going to read it to you.
Yeah, let's not go down too much down this rabbit hole of ulcers. Let's get back
Hold
on.
on, hold on, hold on, hold
All right.
on.
All right. Well, while you're doing that,
Keep
all right,
talking.
so
Yeah, yeah. Do you have more notes?
okay. I can't even read my own handwriting.
Okay.
Well, oh, the Danny Elfman score. Is really atypical of Danny Elfman. It's kind of before he became like the Tim Burton guy, have this kind of quirky, dark shit.
Mhm.
Like this is more like a Chicago Blues Brothers type soundtrack, but I fucking love it. It's like one of my favorite Danny Elfman scores. Like I got the Spotify on it. Like fucking love this shit. It's like with horns and big bluesy shit.
It is like basically if you put like what would a buddy action comedy score be, it would
Yeah,
be this
yeah,
like because like you were saying like Lethal Weapon just crazy bluesy, you know, and
Yeah.
it's this just feel like I don't know, it's just like
Like when the theme kicks in with the big midnight run, it's gonna be good.
I don't know. There's no do people still get ulcers? Have you ever known someone to get an ulcer?
Holy shit! Can you get off ulcers for a fucking second? Give me an
Oh.
ulcer, man.
Whoa, wow. Sorry, I thought that people would want to know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not caused by stress, so I don't think I can give you an ulcer, according to what I'm reading now.
Well, there goes my fucking, doctorate.
I hope you get an ulcer.
I hope you die of cancer. Anyway, Yaphet Kotto. Yaphet Kotto. What an actor.
I would just love like you calling me like, you know that thing about how ulcers don't exist anymore? Where guess what, motherfucker? My doctor says you're wrong.
Yeah, you cursed me, you son of a bitch.
I'm done with notes. Do you have any more notes?
Well, I think we covered like a lot of my stuff, but also like I don't want to go into like the making of this movie because
Yeah,
like
please.
last year I just saw it just got uploaded to YouTube like 2 days ago. But Paul Thomas Anderson hosted a screening of this in LA with Martin Brest, who is kind of a recluse because he's only did like 4 movies and he hasn't done anything since G League.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, which was like that was like over 20 years ago. That was a huge bomb and stuff. But like, I mean, he did like Beverly Hills Cop and Midnight Run and Son of a Woman and Meet Joe Black, which kind of sucks. But I mean, I would have liked to see more Martin Brest movies, but but anyway, they did a long like Q&A because Paul Thomas Anderson is a huge fan of this movie. I can kind of see that now, like with like after one battle after another came out, so, like some of that desert chase shit. But it was kind of interesting. He was talking about like like making the casting, and I guess the studio, like he was at Paramount originally, they were really pushing for Cher for the Charles Grodin part, and she was just coming off Moonstruck, and they're like, and then he talked to George Gallo, which they both had conceived the screenplay and stuff. He's like, "What do you think about casting Cher?" And George Gallo was like, "I think it's a different movie to say the least. Can you imagine De Niro telling Cher, I'm gonna shove your head in the fucking toilet and keep it there?" It's like, God damn it, you're right. And they didn't want Charles Grodin, so that basically like no. But apparently Grodin was the only person during the rehearsal. They tested a bunch of guys, but that actually like upset De Niro because De Niro was actually trying to intimidate. Everyone wasn't intimidated by De Niro supposedly, and he was trying to intimidate them because that's like the part.
Yeah.
And Grodin was the only one that just wouldn't
got under his skin.
Wouldn't budge, was not, with De Niro, and actually kind of got De Niro irritated. So he's like, oh, all right, this is it. But Paramount was like, no way. And then Universal picked it up after that whole falling out. But yeah, that was kind of interesting.
That is interesting. It's also one of when he kept asking him, what happened in Chicago?
Yeah.
Like, why don't they like you in Chicago?
Yeah.
He just kept asking him that. That was pretty funny.
Well, how about that scene too, where he goes and sees his ex-wife and meets his daughter?
Yeah.
I thought that was really well done as far as giving the movie some weight, but also not getting overly dramatic, like not losing the buddy action cop, but giving it enough, not pushing it,
A little emotional heft without getting melodramatic or anything. Like his daughter could have been like, I hate you, Dad, why aren't you there? But she was just happy to see him. And if you're a kid who didn't have your parent around, that's how you feel. You're just happy to see your parent. She tries to give him money and he won't take it. Like,
right.
Yeah, that was a really touching, gave it heart without overstaying its welcome and keeping everything on the track still. So yeah.
Yeah. That's one of the things I thought like elevates this to like, to greatness or whatever. Like just that's really hard to pull off without overdoing it or underdoing it, whatever. But yeah, that's a really key scene for me.
Yeah, no, you're right. That was good. Anything else in your notes?
Not really, other than just like the cast. I mean, Yaphet Kotto, Joey Pants. Like this has got so many fucking great character actors, and the action sequences are pretty fucking great. I mean, all the cop cars in the desert going after him. That's such a like.
Yeah. My wife came when we were watching that scene. She's like, "Oh, they're just destroying cactuses and shit." I was like, "Yeah,
that would be very like that cactus. You sons of bitches!
And I didn't say anything. I was like, what do you think when they put up roads and malls and
Yeah.
houses? Like, they, they don't build them around the cacti.
Right. Yeah.
So how do you feel about this movie? How do you feel? How would you rate this movie?
I'll give it 5 out of 5. I think the buddy action comedy genre, I don't think it's any better than this.
I agree. I would give it 5-star buddy action comedy for sure. I think it's as good as it gets.
Yeah.
As far as an overall movie, probably 4.5. I'll
Okay.
teeter on that just because
Yeah.
it's not The Godfather, you know?
Well, yeah, if you're gonna like, it's like Citizen Kane, Pocket, Pockets Now, whatever. Like, it's probably
Right.
not there. But as far as like these go, I think this is about as good as it gets.
What are we doing next? Because I have one. Because you kind of picked this one.
I did. How did I pick this one?
Well, I wanted to do the other one. I wanted to do one, and you said that's not, or you had already seen it.
Yeah,
And then you suggested Alien Nation.
I've already seen a W says Let's Do Midnight Run, which I have not seen.
No, and you gave me a list of options. I was like, let's do Midnight Run because it's ridiculous. We haven't done that yet. I,
Yeah.
I swear we had already done it. So I don't know if you saw the trailer, but on September 4th on Apple,
Mhm.
there's a Ryan Reynolds, Kenneth Branagh buddy action comedy coming out. There's a trailer for it online.
Well, hey, when is that? April 4th?
September 4th.
Oh, September
So,
4th.
so if we don't do one in August, we should do
Uh-huh.
that, which we probably will, but we should
We could wedge
definitely,
one in August, I
yeah, we
think.
can wedge one in.
Wedge a little,
I think
nonsense one.
so.
Oh, one thing I wanted to say about Midnight Run as well. Do you know it spawned 3 sequels?
No, was Jim
Yeah.
Belushi in one of them?
No, they're all Showtime original movies starring Christopher McDonald, who was a Shooter McGavin from the
Yeah,
Happy
I know.
Gilmore movies as the Robert De Niro character.
And he just had different midnight runs.
Different midnight runs, yeah. Just
And
there's
it,
like another
it
midnight run or midnight run after another, or I don't know, I forget what they were all called, but like
well,
that.
Jesus Christ, in 10 years, maybe we'll have to do all those.
When we run out of options, which seems like it's never happening. It's like that's the thing. When we started this, it was like, well, how many are there? I was like, there's a lot. They're like, nah,
It's
it can't be
fucking,
that. It's endless.
I know we only do about one a month, but I think we could do one every week and we'd still have more than enough to fucking deal with, especially with new ones coming out all the time.
You know what's coming out of time? There's a bunch of foreign ones, but there's also a bunch of
Yeah.
big American ones, or we've never done, like
Yeah.
Deadpool, Wolverine, the other guys. It just goes on and on and on.
Yeah, well, I saw Deadpool Wolverine opening night and then you backed out. So,
Yeah, I was like, I'm not doing that dork shit. Fuck you.
are you excited for Odyssey? Did you get
No,
your tickets? No.
no. I watched the Odyssey with starring Armand Asante
Oh, then
from.
you've basically seen the movie then.
I've already seen it. Fuck it. I am getting a little sick of like the same movies made of the same books. Like, hey, dude, hey, Frankenstein. Like, yeah, I know that story. Whatever.
It's Christopher. Anyway, I don't like talking to
Yeah,
you.
what you got? What you got? What do you got to say?
It's
70
Christopher
millimeter.
Nolan.
What do you got to say? 70 millimeter IMAX, boy.
Yeah, that's where I'm going to go see it on Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. It's been out already. This is
I
old
know
news
it's
right
sold
now.
out. What do you want me to do? I'm not fucking magic guy. I'm not the magic guy you think I am. Hey, I have that same fucking hat.
Yeah.
You should have told me. I would have worn it.
Well, I don't want to be twinsies.
Why not?
Listen, from Fort George, Astoria, right across the river up here. Lucas got one when he was up here.
Yeah, the one and only time.
Mm-hmm.
I've actually been there twice.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Before we get going, we have to talk
Yeah.
about it. You've been watching the World Cup?
A little bit got Spain, Argentina tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, for the final. Who you got?
Well, I bet a guy at work. Well, we kept betting on the World Cup, and
Mhm.
Scott in the butt. Like basically, he'll owe me some, good money if Argentina loses, and I will owe him nothing.
That's a good bet.
Yeah, just kept getting double or nothing, double or nothing. Although I don't know, think he know if he knows the concept of double or nothing, because I think he thinks it still is like I owe him something if I lose. But it just keeps. Yeah, that's not double or nothing.
Does he watch the show?
No, I doubt it. No one
Well,
does.
then he sounds like a fucking idiot.
All right. Well,
How do you feel?
Johnny Lucas lives in Tempe, Arizona. So
And I know we have to talk about this every time we do one because it just keeps going on.
yeah.
But let's talk about Iran
Why
because our audience wants it.
do they?
Just tell me what you think about Iran, dude.
What I think about Iran? You mean not Iran?
I can't do
You
this.
fucking ugly American. Iran. There's that movie Separation. Oh, hey, get back here. Where are you going? All right. 2012 movie called Separation. Great movie. Check it out. Iran. And that's my final thoughts on Iran. How about you, Lucas?